I'm Dad the Dish and I'm here for Swan's Black Friday event. I'm going to make my Maple Sriracha fried chicken. I'll start with the prep. Get some chicken tenders and some buttermilk. Chuck it all in. And then we're going to add a tablespoon of smoked paprika. Them stupid plastic caps are on. A tablespoon of garlic powder. And if you're not soft, let's get a tablespoon of cayenne pepper in there. Right, let's give it a pinch of salt and a little bit of black pepper. Now get your hands a bit dirty, make sure you've washed them and give it a bit of a mix. Well, once you're giving that a good mix, get your cling film, cover it and get it in the fridge for a minimum of an hour. If you can wait, 24. Now that's in the fridge, I'll see you in an hour. Right, so your chicken's been in for an hour, 24 if you give it 24. You want to lift it out about 15-20 minutes before you're going to cook it. So whilst that's chilling out a minute, we're going to do the flour. So again, garlic powder, tablespoon of garlic powder, tablespoon of smoked paprika, and we're going to go a tablespoon of cayenne. So if you don't like it spicy, you don't have to put this in. If you do like it spicy, put more in. And we're going to just finish that off with a little bit of black pepper. Right, then we're just going to mix that together. I always use a fork when I'm mixing this kind of stuff together, purely because it breaks down some of the lumps in the flour as well. I've been too lazy to sieve, and I'm not bothered about getting big flaky bits on my chicken either. In fact, I encourage it. So sieving your flour can help you in a way, being lazy. So make sure you get all that mixed together, because you want to get nice even distribution of all your spices. Once you've done that, just get your chicken out. So when you lift the chicken out and put it in the flour, you want to get it in there and give it a good squeeze. That will create all them little flakes that you normally get on your fried chicken. So I'll do it with one bit first. You get that in there, get it covered in flour, and again, just give it a squeeze. And make sure it's coated there. And just give it a little shimmy just to get any excess off there. As you can see, there's loads of flakes in there. So get all your chicken in, get it coated. It's a messy job, but someone has to do it. Again, just squeeze every single time. You can see the flakes forming already. Wait until that's frying. So I do 2 bits at a time because I want to make sure A, that they're coated, and B, there's not enough room in my bowl. So again, just give it a nice squeeze. You can really see all the flakes appearing in there. You end up looking like you've got something wrong with you on your hand, as you can see. Don't worry about that, worry about your chicken. And not forgetting this last little piece. Get that in. Right, stick them on there. Get tidied up, get your fryer out, and I'll show you what to do next. Right, so I've got my Swan deep fryer out. I've got it up to temperature, and all I'm going to do is drop my chicken straight in. And then I'm just going to shut the lid. And whilst that's cooking, I'm going to make some sauce. So, I've got 100 ml of maple syrup, 60 grams of butter, and 60 ml of sriracha sauce. So I'm going to heat a pan and get my butter straight in there and melt that down. Right, once your butter's melted, we're going to get the maple syrup straight in there. Give it a little bit of a stir and get your sriracha in there. Now give this a good mix, and we want to bring this up to a boil. Right, let me just switch this out and get my whisk. There you go. Right, so whilst your chicken is frying, we're just going to bring our sauce up to a boil, and once it's boiling, we're going to leave it simmering for about 3 or 4 minutes. Just make sure that everything's mixed thoroughly together, and then I'm just going to allow that to boil now. And whilst that's boiling, I'm going to check on my chicken. So we want the chicken nice and golden with a slightly orange tinge. Obviously that's a paprika in there. Should take anywhere between 4 and 6 minutes. I can't tell you how big or how heavy your chicken is, so you need to judge it yourself. Now that's boiling, turn it down to the lowest setting, give it a whisk, and just allow it to simmer there. If it starts boiling up like that, just take it off the heat and whisk it. Let it calm right down. Should be a nice deep orange colour. I'm not sure if you can see that. But yeah, we want it a nice deep orange colour. So I'm going to put that back on the heat now. Just allow that to simmer. Right, let's check on our chicken. Get it out there. See, it's a nice golden brown colour. Plenty of flakes on there. I'm going to turn the fryer off because I'm happy with that. And I'm just going to lift the chicken off and put it on my drying rack. Shut the lid, bit of safety for you. And I'm just going to check on my sauce whilst that's drying off. Just allow that grease to run off the chicken. I'm going to turn the heat off, but I'm going to still leave it there and just give it a whisk now. And it should thicken up ever so slightly. And as it starts to cool down a little bit, it'll thicken up even more. Right, now your sauce has cooled down a little bit, I'm just going to transfer it into a beaker. Should be a nice kind of orangey brown colour. And I'm going to transfer my chicken onto my board. put it on your plate or wherever you want to put it. And you can get a bit bougie if you want, like my mate Bougie Caramel. Get some chives, but I ain't got any chives, so I'm just going to do it like this. So get your chicken on there, and then get your beaker of sauce and just pour. And then leave the sauce on the side. If you want to dip it, put it in a ramekin if you want. And you've got a nice dipping sauce there. And your fried chicken. If you want to put chives on, put chives on. If you ain't got chives, don't matter. It'll taste just as good anyway. That is my maple sriracha fried chicken. That was used with my Swan fryer. Now, Black Friday, that's what I'm doing with Swan. If you go on their website, you'll get 40% off selected items or 22% site-wide. So head over to the website and grab yourself a bargain. I'm going to grab myself something to eat.